Welcome to frayCast. My name's Marty Smiley. Today I'm joined with Muzza, the Australian champion of FIFA 11.
Should be a free kick here, yes. Ronaldo's 23 yards out.
He didn't put it down. Brian tries to see if they go on the line, but Muzza's made him pay there for that foul.
That's a nice attack. There's no...
That's the game
That's
there.
full time.
How you doing, mate?
Good, how are you?
Good. So you've just come out of the WCG championships where you won FIFA 11 for Australia nationwide, and now you're heading off to where?
Korea. Should be great.
Yeah. What have you got? Or how was the tournament for you? I guess you won and had a lot of applause, and the crowd was going wild for you. How was that experience for you?
Oh, it was really good. It was a lot different to anything I've experienced before. I mean, experienced playing ACL finals in front of about 15, 20 people, but nothing compared to the EB Expo. There was about 500 people there, I heard. So it's hard to see when you're on the stage and playing, but afterwards it's kind of like, whoa, there were that many people watching. That was crazy. So yeah, it was a really good experience.
Anything can you talk us through the last, the grand final match?
No, not really. I can't remember. Most of it's kind of a blur. I remember getting it to one game all, and then the third game was just so tight. It was 0-0 for most of the game. I got a free kick in about the 60th minute, and I thought I'd missed it as soon as I pressed the button, actually, but then it just went in and managed to hold it out from there, so it was really good.
Now, FIFA 11 is kind of seeing its end. As we know it, we've got FIFA 12 that's hit stores and people are really taking to it. What's it like playing, kind of having to, play your tournament in Korea in FIFA 11 when I'm sure you're playing FIFA 12?
It'll be interesting. I've been playing a lot of FIFA 12. There's not really a lot of point in sticking around with FIFA 11. No one plays it anymore, so you can't really find anybody to play with competitively, and playing against the computer just isn't the same, so it's a waste of time, really. But FIFA 12 is really good. It's good to play against different people, see what works, different styles, and all the rest of it. And playing FIFA 12, I think, could help me with FIFA 11 in some ways, in that it gets you thinking differently, which could be good.
What are the major differences between the games as you see it at the moment?
There are a lot of differences. You can't really dribble around a whole team with one player, I'm finding. That was something that you could do a bit more easily in FIFA 11. You could kind of just pass it to Ronaldo and take off, and that'll be that. But you kind of have to take a bit more of a tactical approach in FIFA 12, slow it down a little bit, try and work an opening and then work it through. And yeah, it's a lot different. Takes a bit of getting used to, and I'm still not quite there yet.
What about in terms of playing? I'm sure you played FIFA 12 FIFA 11 on Xbox and different consoles. Which one do you prefer, and what are the major differences between the PC and the Xbox, say?
Between the PC and the Xbox, I haven't noticed too many differences yet. You plug the control straight into the PC and it works from there. It seems a little bit different in some ways. I've noticed that shielding the ball seems a little bit different, just tiny things like that. But again, without having really played people on it, it's kind of hard to tell, because it's just down to how I'm playing, and I don't really know what's working for other people on it or things like that.
In anticipation for Korea, have you heard about some other teams that are there, and do you think you got a good shot at this?
I haven't really heard too much about other people that are going. The only other person I do know that is going is Adam Winster, who I follow on Twitter, so that's how I heard about that. But I'm pretty confident going into it. I've played against, Skip in the final of the Australian Nationals, who came third in FIWC, so he's done well overseas. Played a fair bit against Sam Mort, who went to FIWC last year. So I know that I can compete against players who do well internationally, and so there's no reason why I can't do the same.
Well then, I guess in order to get to that spot, there must be some kind of training program you've got going for yourself. What are you doing in preparation leading up to the event?
Actually, I've been playing a lot on Virgin Gaming, just trying to create a bit of a competitive situation. found that looking back on some of my competitive games, the finals where there's a lot of stress, I do make a lot of mistakes. I've managed to come through those finals all right, but there's no saying that it will still work in Korea. I mean, a lot of the other players will be used to pressure situations as well, and so I can't really afford to be making those same mistakes. And so I need to get some pressure and some experience under those pressure situations and really try and get better at that.
What have you done in terms of, getting some more experience in those pressure situations, or have you been playing a lot? How many hours a day?
I've been trying to play a lot, but time just disappears once uni's over. I don't know where it goes. I think when I play, I tend to play 4 or 5 hours a day, but some days I just won't play at all. Sometimes I'll go 3 or 4 days without playing at all. So I mean, it varies a lot.
Why, even to go back, why did you choose FIFA as your game of choice?
I've always played FIFA. My first copy of FIFA was FIFA 97 when I was just 6 years old, so I've always loved it. And
Where they had indoor?
Yes.
That was the best FIFA, definitely.
Certainly was. So it was a lot of fun just mucking around, belting against the wall, and I've been playing ever since then. And
You could do like rebound ones that still went in. That was awesome. I love that. And then what happened since then? You just loved it.
Just loved it, yeah. Moved on to PES for a couple of years, and then FIFA really got ahead of that again, and so I moved back to FIFA, started playing competitively, and I've been doing well, so no reason to stop.
Yeah. That's great. And I guess finally, what would you hope for Korea? Like, what are you really looking forward to about the tournament?
I'm looking forward to meeting some of the other players. I think that'll be really good. I'm looking forward to the event as a whole. I think it'll be an amazing atmosphere. I mean, StarCraft in Korea is just huge, and there's going to be a big StarCraft event there. So I mean, there'll be a big crowd, it'll be a great atmosphere, and I'm just really looking forward to the experience.
Do you have any tips or kind of classic gaming moves that that you're taking into the tournament?
Yeah, I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. I think playing against people that I haven't played against before, a lot of the things I do will work a bit better, but again, it'll be the same for the other players as well. I won't know how they play, and so I'll be susceptible to everything that they use as well. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes.
Anything else you want to say?
No, just thanks to Razor and Frenetic Array, of course. Their support was great. I wouldn't have even known about WCG if it wasn't for them, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just grateful to them. Thanks.